You know a television series cares about its fans when they make references to and or have Easter eggs that allude to other television series that the main cast has been in. This often results in a crossover of sorts and gets viewers of both shows excited to see their favorite actors still acting alongside each other, albeit playing different characters with different motivations. When it comes to What I Like About You, the producers definitely went the extra mile to induce a little nostalgia by casting series regulars and fan favorites from Beverly Hills 90210 as guest actors across various episodes, opposite Val Tyler, played by Jennie Garth, who became a household name for her portrayal of Kelly Taylor in 90210 back in the 90s. So here's a list of people that got to be a part of the mini 90210 reunion on What I Like About You. Number 1. Ian Ziering. For one of the first Beverly Hills 90210/What I Like About You crossovers, we have Ian Ziering trading in his Steve Sanders adorkableness for a comparatively serious role as the executive director of the Philharmonic. In terms of plot, Season 1's Episode 8, titled Copy That, finds Jennie Garth's Val Tyler trying to successfully pitch a campaign with her smelly boss. No, really, she smells like unholy mushroom soup. To Ian Ziering's character, and of course, hilarity ensues when Val tries covering up her boss's stench in the limousine. Considering Beverly Hills 90210 could get very dramatic and very dark on occasion, it was nice to see both Jennie Garth and Ian Ziering shine in comedic roles in What I Like About You. I'm actually shocked Ian Ziering doesn't do more sitcoms because a lot of his comic relief moments from 90210 would translate really well to a half-hour format, and you can see him serve alongside his high school pal from another universe in this episode for real for real. Number 2. Luke Perry. Who wasn't in love with Dylan McKay when they watched Beverly Hills 90210, regardless of whether it was when the show was first aired or if you're watching it for the first time in the present? Luke Perry clearly transcends all sexualities and would have you falling head over heels for him, and he had that allure to him as not only Dylan McKay, but as Todd the plumber in What I Like About You. First appearing in the third season's 17th episode titled Dangerous Liaisons, Todd the plumber is introduced as a high school fling of Vals, with their backstory being a tongue-in-cheek reference to Dylan and Kelly getting together in 90210 behind Brenda's back. Unlike Ian Ziering's appearance, Luke Perry's character ended up being quite integral to Val's storyline in the second half of the third season, with Todd the plumber appearing for a total of 3 episodes, including the season 3 finale. Not only do we see Dylan and Kelly back together again on our screens, in HD nonetheless, but we see them cutely banter thanks to the sitcom format, without things dramatically escalating like they would in the 1-hour format of Beverly Hills 90210. Seriously, Todd the plumber was an underrated guest character, and I would have liked to see what they would have done with him had he stuck around for season 4. Number 3. Jason Priestley. And for the final season of What I Like About You, we got Jason Priestley guest starring as Val's love interest Charlie. In an effort to deny her feelings for Vic, Val gets Charlie to take her out on a date, which was cute enough to make me remember the good old days of Brandon and Kelly's romance. Things of course go haywire, with Charlie turning out to be a clingy mess, although given how Val was using him, it's no surprise the mixed messages he was receiving brought out his inner Joe Goldberg. Honestly, his storyline was so ridiculous and totally a welcome one in as lighthearted and goofy a show as What I Like About You. Jason Priestley is yet another actor that I had not seen in a comedic role before his appearance on What I Like About You, and he pulls it off just as well as any of the other leading men from Beverly Hills 90210. Charlie first shows up in Season 4, Episode 5, The Perfect Date, and would stick around for a total of 2 episodes before departing. But his presence definitely sticks out in the first half of the 4th season. Funnily enough, there's a reference to Jason Priestley's character from 90210 that happens in a much earlier episode than the one in which we meet Charlie. In a flashback in the Dangerous Liaisons episode from Season 3, Luke Perry's Todd refers to a character who looks a lot like Jason Priestley as Brandon, although we don't see this character's face. It's just nice to know that even though the producers couldn't or didn't get Jason Priestley for a role then, they managed to secure him a 2-episode spot in Season 4. Number 4. Miss Jennie Garth herself. This seems like the most no-crap Sherlock entry, but there's a method to my madness. Jennie Garth most definitely is playing a completely different character than Kelly Taylor. But there are enough references to her time on 90210 that are sometimes woven into Val's character that it would be a missed opportunity to not present her as an entry as well. In Season 3, Episode 17, Dangerous Liaisons, we see Val in a flashback dressed up an awful lot like Kelly Taylor from back in the day and getting busy with Todd the plumber, knowing full well that she would be betraying her friend Brenda, who was in Paris at the time, in the process. Sound familiar? Honestly, it was nice to see Jennie Garth play a heavily Kelly Taylor-inspired version of her What I Like About You character that kept the drama to a minimum and upped the comedy. I really respect her versatility as an actress and hope there's more projects for her in the future where she can showcase her comedic and dramatic acting skills. And now it's time for honorable mentions. Number 1, Shannon Doherty. At this point, I feel like most of my videos in some way, shape, or form reference Shannon Doherty, and I love that because let's get real, ma'am is an icon. And while she does not make an appearance on the show, her character Brenda Walsh is mentioned 5 times in the Dangerous Liaisons episode, with one of the mentions being Luke Perry's Todd the Plumber talking about Brenda wanting to take a break while in Paris, and the reference being in Season 4's The Perfect Date episode, when Jason Priestley's Charlie asks Val if she was best friends with his sister in high school. I think it's pretty awesome that a character played by Shannon Doherty had such an incredible impact that 2 characters across 2 seasons played by 2 actors who worked alongside her made references to her iconic character. It's almost like not mentioning Brenda just wouldn't have had the same impact. Number 2, the Beverly Hills theme song. This really set the mood when it's first heard in Season 3, Episode 17, Dangerous Liaisons. As the intro music to the flashback scene where they show what happened between Val and Todd, we hear a version of the Beverly Hills 90210 theme song that's changed up just enough to avoid a lawsuit. If the soundtrack of the OC can be considered a character on the show because of its impact, then I nominate this butchered version of the 90210 theme song as a guest actor that did its job in drumming up some well-needed nostalgia. And there you have it, folks. Were you surprised to see that What I Like About You and Beverly Hills 90210 had a connection and low-key multiple, in quotations, crossovers? I was genuinely so impressed by how well each of the actors did in not only their comedic roles, but how organic their interactions seemed that really helped the jokes land. Here's to manifesting more sitcom roles for all the actors on this list because they could definitely pull it off. But that's all for today. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below about your favorite crossover casting moment where 2 actors that used to be on one show were reunited on another. If you like trivia about retro TV shows, horror movie rankings, video essays, or just having a good time, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Manic Media Dream Team. Chat with y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.